Welcome. We've been staying at Pigeon Bay on Banks Peninsula near Christchurch. We've really enjoyed this camping spot right beside the water, but it's time to head off down the road now to Waimate, a historic town only 7k off Highway 1. Finally, we stop off at the Moeraki Boulders. We're just cruising, and we welcome you along for the ride. Welcome. If you've been following us, you'll know that we're staying at Pigeon Bay on Banks Peninsula near Christchurch. We're loving being able to stay right on the edge of the water. And to be honest, although these caravans aren't being used at the moment, it makes it lovely and peaceful here. "5 minutes along the road from the camping ground is the Pigeon Bay Yacht Club, where they store their yachts. Amanda's taken a walk down to the end of the wharf and met some guy that's doing some fishing. He wasn't catching fish either, a bit like my luck the other night. Today we've woken up to a bit more of a grey sky day, but still very pleasant. I've got the bike off the back of the camper and going to have a bit of a ride around and have a look at a bit of the wider area of Pigeon Bay. We seem to be the only ones at the camp today. It's all very quiet. "150 years of education at Pigeon Bay School. The stone and the time capsule celebrates the life of the Pigeon Bay School, 1852 to February 2006. The time capsule is to be opened in the year 2106. So there you go, school's been closed unfortunately. Now it's the hall, I guess. My guess is that this used to be a shop. There's a war memorial by the looks of it down here by the foreshore too. I quite like that, leaving painted stones instead of flowers, because you know flowers obviously fade away pretty quick and the plastic flowers get a bit discoloured and cheap looking. It's erected in memory and honour of our soldiers who took part in the Great War, 1914 to 1918. And around the other side is in honour of those men of the district who fought in the World War 1939 to 1946. There's a group of shags out there, just on the edge of the stones beside the water. To see them. And there's the road back to Akaroa, which we came over when we came here to Pigeon Bay from O'Kane's Bay. I see you can carry on there to Port Levy as well. These small wheels are too hot on this gravel road, but still it's a way of getting around. Just come down the Port Levy road, it's a gravel road, and we're now directly opposite the other side of the bay from where the camp is. So that's the camp in the middle there, And then if we come down further, you'll see the wharf over here. I'll just carry on up this road far enough. It goes up on the point up here, might get a bit of a view of the entrance to this inlet into Pigeon Bay. Got a little bit of tar seal road here again. It's probably beside somebody's house, I'd say. Here's the view up to the entrance to the inlet up to Pigeon Bay. She's a bit of a grey sky day, but we show you as it is. Did find the rubbish on the way past, which is good to know. That's about it for this trip. I'm going to head back to the camper van now and see how Amanda's going. After 2 nights at Pigeon Bay, we're going to head over Summit Road down into Little River, see if we can find ourselves a coffee, because I've been coffee deprived. So anyway, we've got the van packed up and we're going to head out. Sorry about this, but stuffed up the microphone recording there. Basically, we were saying that it was nice at O'Kane's Bay with the big beach, but certainly the bush around here and the birds is lovely, which makes up for it. Just getting out of the Christchurch traffic now, heading south. Don't really enjoy this bit of road between Christchurch, Ashburton and Timaru, because it's basically big straights, but one of the pluses is for slow vehicles is every 5k there's a double passing lane, which is really good. We've just arrived at Ashburton and we've turned off into the Ashburton cafe here where they make the Ashford looms. It's called Ashford Village. And in there is my driver reviver. And lunch probably. We've just come out of the Ashburton coffee shop after having some lunch there. It's quite nice. I had bacon and eggs on toast and Amanda had some soup. And now we're just going through Ashburton and looking at places to stay. We do like staying at the Timaru racecourse. I always find that's a good place to pop into, $10 a night. I thought we might carry on a little bit further and go down to Waimate to the NZMCA park. A couple of spots along here, you've got to cross the railway line. We just got stopped here at Ashburton. So we'll be on our way. This is the line-up of traffic just below Ashburton, which they call Tinwald. Look at that, we're caught up on the train that we had to wait for at Ashburton, going along beside us. Always something magical about trains. It's only about an hour's driving, just take your time with the traffic until you get to Timaru, and then another 20 minutes, 30 minutes down to Waimate. Just stopped at Waimate, where we're going to be staying the night. Just on the way in there's a fruit and veg shop, and Amanda has a fancy for fresh strawberries from down this way.
Go! See you later.
Bag of fresh Fiji's for today.
And a real fruit ice cream, $5. So with this, in Waimate is the first Athenaeum in New Zealand. Here it is here, the guy's doing it up, he's turning it into a brewery. Look, they're working on it now. We just thought we'd come around the block and have a look. There it is there. Oh, wow.
Waimate's home to the largest street art on these grain silos that were not used. They're 36 metres high. painted here are Norman Kirk, Margaret Cruikshank, Eric Batchelor and Chief Taharuhiru. We've just set up for the night at the Waimate NZMCA motorhome park, and we are parked up in a nice wee spot here. Amanda's just been to fill in the book. All paid?
All paid.
Excellent.
Fill in the book.
Have a pay online or pay cash for most of these motorhome sites. The online has really taken off.
85%.
Yeah, 85% Amanda's saying uptake on that. But even if you pay online, you've still got to fill in the book at the shed, and you can't book ahead.
Amanda's catching up with her sister on the telephone, so we'll go for a bit of a walk and show you a little bit of the Waimate and Waimate Gardens, I think it's called. Bird aviaries and things. Off we go.
This is the sign-in shed, just a dry place to fill in the box and get some information about the area. There's some seats on the other side, and quite often people congregate here and have a chat. One handy thing about the Waimate NZMCA is that it's only like 10 minutes, 15 minutes walk down to the town where there's a supermarket, cafes, shops. So, and a level walk here that I'm doing now. Might look a wee way on the camera, but it's not that far. Quite like these places, small towns where you actually have a park up where you could actually stay close to the town. Don't have to get your car out or drive your camper down. You can go out for the day, have a bit of a stretch. Anyway, on the way here, we're not going to walk all the way into town, it's the park area. Just going to go and check out the wallabies here. 5 species of wallabies were introduced to New Zealand from Australia in the 1800s. They're brought here mainly for hunting, and for people who had private zoos. They do not have any natural predators in this country and adapted well, eating a lot of the native fauna. They're actually a pest, and you'll quite often see on the road a notice to say to report any wallabies in to the local authorities. Although Waimate was quite famous for its wallaby pies there a while back, not sure if they still serve them. Certainly worth a wander around the gardens to check out the bird aviaries, especially if you've got some kids involved. And there's the wallabies around the corner as well, of course. We've only stayed one night at Waimate. Going to head off down the road now towards Dunedin. First of all, we're going to check out the Waimate market that's on the weekends. It's on a Saturday in the morning.
Got what I need. So this is a statue of Margaret Cruikshank, who was a beloved GP in the Waimate region. She died in 1918, faithful unto her death.
Well, there you go. Hope you've enjoyed Waimate. Pretty cool wee town. It's about a 5k I think off the main road. You can just duck in here and back out again if you're going up north. It's got a nice wee sleepy pace and lovely old buildings. And the forefathers have planted a lot of trees here, which is fantastic.
We're back in Hampden on the way back to Dunedin after a full round. There's Vanessa's coffee shop behind me, but we're not going there today. Just going to go across to the night and day and grab something for some lunch. If you ever got a bit of time, stop here at the pub and get their fish and chips. Absolutely beautiful. And the other thing is they actually let you stay at the back in their car park. Just a nice easy one night stop off. Here's their little sign that they've got out. Steak pie today, Tom's. Got Jimmy's pies here though. Hard to take material, but it's every now and then it's okay, isn't it?
Danish.
Ooh, Danish. They're small though, aren't they? Nice vehicle for a cruise. Harley Davidson. Yamaha. Beautiful bikes. Just tuning off to the Moeraki Boulders rather than parking up at the Moeraki Boulders tea rooms. We're just coming down here beside what's called the Red Barn. We've actually stayed down here a couple of times. They let the motorhomers stay down on their property for
$10 a night.
$10 a night. And it's right beside the beach, which is pretty good too. Yeah, it's all fenced off too, so you don't get bothered in the night.
I ain't afraid of the dark. 'Cause once you let the light in, you won't see the beautiful stars shining down from afar. No, I ain't afraid of the dark. I don't mind the rain.
And there is the Moeraki Boulders tea rooms up on the hill there. You can park up there and it's a little bit closer to walk to the boulders if you want to. There's a path that leads out down onto the beach. And along here where all the people are is where the boulders are. Oh, made it. How's that? Beware. Old guy doing Instagram shot. There's even one that's tumbled recently out the side of the cliff. I'll take you along and show you. There you go. I won't run out to those ones because I will probably slip off and end up in the water and everyone will laugh at me. And over here is a new baby just being delivered to the beach. Hopefully that's given you an idea what the Moeraki Boulders are. And we're going to hop back in the camper now and head back to Dunedin. Thanks for coming along. It's been a great trip up to Akaroa, but it's now time to get you back to Dunedin. And I just thank you all for watching this series. While we'll be at home for Christmas for a short time, we'll be heading back off again. And we'll catch you up there.
Got a good place you can picnic here, sort of.
Oh, it's a great spot. Hold on, you know, you're not going to use the cafe, you might as well
Yeah, that's right.
park down in here, you know.
Not everyone knows there's no toilets.
Nice bit of beach and
Nice sitting down with kids.
yeah. A few people swimming along there, kids swimming.
Was that here?
Yep. There we go, on the road again. Are you going to give us a song? On the road again.
Just can't wait to get on the road again.
Play music with my friends, but I can't wait to get on the road again. Okay, I don't think we'll be employed for our music. Anyway, here we go, bit of a dangerous corner up here at the Moeraki where you come out. They've got a sensor on the road with a 70k sign that lights up, so if there's anybody waiting to get out, they slow the main traffic down because somebody's coming out of here. Had a few crashes around this Moeraki site.